Welcome to Santos Brothers Eat, food worth mentioning.
Where Chef Jeff and his brother Kenny talk about their amazing adventures eating and tasting food that is so incredible, they have got to just share it with the world.
My mouth is salivating already.
All right, so this is Kenny Santos. For Santos Brothers Eats, I'm with my brother, Chef Jeff Santos, and we're going to be talking about food worth mentioning. Together, we are your favorite Filipino foodies. And today, we're going to be talking about some all-you-can-eat sushi. We've talked about all-you-can-eat sushi before, but this one's Scarborough-based. What are we talking about today, Jeff?
So it's a place called Sushi Legend. And as far as I know, I think it's my first time been there. I know Kenny been at least there twice this year or this past year? Once.
No, sorry. It was once without you and then once with you. So twice total. Okay. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, twice total. But what we found out is when we posted pics on our personal Facebook profiles is that it used to be one of the Scarborough's better places for all-you-can-eat sushi. And a lot of our friends commented, "Oh yeah, I used to go there all the time." We didn't know about it. And it was not really in our area. So maybe that's why we didn't go to it that much. But we went because it was Ken's birthday.
Yeah.
So there we go. And Mason was down as well. So, when Mason or Dylan are around, then we always have a chance to eat.
Absolutely. And I do want to say something, for those of you that aren't sushi connoisseurs and maybe you're new to sushis, an all-you-can-eat sushi place is one of those better places that you could try out, because if you don't know what to get, you can just try little things here and there. Although, an all-you-can-eat sushi place will not be as good as an actual sushi restaurant. Same thing, if you go to an all-you-can-eat dim sum, it's not going to be as good as a dim sum place or anything like that. But this has some very high quality rolls and some very high quality sushi. And so now this place is located, it is in Scarborough. Let me get the address here for you, Jeff. Do you have it off the top of your head? Or
I don't, but I know it's in the I think Kennedy and Huntingwood area. So if you're in the Scarborough area, I believe that's where it is, or Shepherd.
No, it's like
I'm way off.
No, it's in between McCowan and Brimley on a street called Commander. It's a street called Commander. It's just north of Shepherd. Just north of Shepherd.
I got Shepherd right. There we go.
Got the Shepherd part right.
I did.
And so for Sushi Legend, we will be posting their website. And in the show notes, or if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, it'll be in the description of the video. And so, you know what? Some of our friends said on Facebook, it's one of the better all-you-can-eat sushi places. I must agree. I did enjoy this place. And just to give you kind of an example, some of the other places that we've been to that's all-you-can-eat sushi, it's a place called August 8. That was where we actually listed where the Santos brothers eat chicken feet.
Oh, and yes.
So it was, we talk about it on season 2, episode 20. It's the oxtail poutine and the all-you-can-eat sushi and dim sum.
That's right.
So that was with August 8. August 8, awesome place too. That's one in Brampton. And so this place, Sushi Legend. Should we go to the website first, maybe, Jeff?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so people can see right away
all right.
what it looks like online. And like Ken said, if you haven't had sushi before, try an all-you-can-eat sushi place, because they offer a lot of other dishes other than sushi. There's you'll see in the pictures soon coming up, there's offers some cooked dishes as well. So go with some friends that know sushi, but you can try some sushi there, or try something else that would appeal to your palate more.
It's a good point, yeah. Because this place is called Sushi Legend, if you don't like sushi, you could still eat some great food there. Like my son Mason isn't really into sushi, and so there's some great beef dishes that he enjoyed. And so something to think about. If you're into fried fish, tempura shrimp, sushi place is a great place to go. Either the tempura shrimp or even the tempura vegetables. Those of you that don't know what tempura is, it's basically the Japanese version of deep fried with a very light breading that I really like.
Yeah, so they actually use the egg white only instead of the whole egg. So that what keeps it a nice light batter.
Yeah. Do they use panko with that, Jeff, or no?
Yes, they do. Most times they do, yeah.
Yeah, panko and egg white. I didn't even know it was egg whites. So, Jeff and I were looking at these pictures earlier, and I really want to comment that this fried rice here, the presentation on that's spectacular, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. It looks like it's Kewpie mayonnaise on top of fried rice. That looks great.
Yeah.
But so
And
yeah, so most of these items you may. So we went at lunchtime, and so
yeah,
when you go to an all-you-can-eat place, the lunch menu and the dinner menu are usually much different, only because of the pricing. Like the
yeah,
lunch menu is a certain price, which if you're on for lunch, then usually you usually pay a bit less for lunch, whereas for dinner you pay a bit more. So of course they will offer a more varied menu at dinner time than lunch.
absolutely. And think about it this way: if you went to like a buffet for lunch, it would be different than the buffet for dinner, right? The
Yeah.
buffet, when I say buffet, like me and Jeff, we call them white buffets, but like like a Tucker's Marketplace, although
Hmm.
they don't exist anymore, I don't think. But
Actually, I'm trying to think if there's any more white buffets out there,
yeah, there used
other
to be
than if you
Town
go
and
to like a
Country.
Sunday brunch at a restaurant. Oh, there's what's it called? The one on Front and Church.
Oh, Hot
Yeah,
House.
Hot House. Thank you.
Yep,
Yes, there's
they do
that
have
one.
that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so a place like that, like the dinner would have the roast beef and the lobster, but the lunch wouldn't offer that. But of course,
No.
there'd be a difference in the price. Same thing with a place like Sushi Legend. They're going to have the higher scaled or the more expensive items
Yeah.
during the dinner, and then the less expensive but still wonderful items during lunch. And we went during lunch because
Hmm.
we're eating our faces off anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to get
And
full
usually for
anyway.
dinner at a all-you-can sushi place, they will offer sashimi. If you look in the bottom right picture, that's what sashimi is. It's basically just the raw fish. There's no rice with it. There's no other. It's not wrapped in seaweed or anything. It's just slices of premium raw fish, and then you either dip in the soy sauce with a bit of wasabi to it. That's usually for a dinner time only item. It's very
That is
rare it's offered at
correct.
lunch, or just the white fish and maybe some shrimp. That's about it. Not salmon, not tuna.
So here's something here. So here are the different menu prices for the lunch and the dinner.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that they actually, when you weren't there, because Jeff actually surprised us, because it was my birthday, and then he kind of showed up like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes after we all
Yeah.
got seated as a big surprise. But they actually asked us whether we wanted the dinner or the lunch menu. So
Oh,
if you wanted to go during lunch and pay dinner prices, I'm sure that you could get the sashimi if you like that
okay.
sort of thing. So
Yeah.
or maybe they just charge you more. I don't know. I doubt that.
And you don't know.
And you don't know, but yeah.
That's
So
it.
we got the lunch because that's what we had wanted at the time.
Hmm.
But super yummy stuff here. We already went through this, so we haven't done this before. We've talked about sushi a little bit, but for those of you that don't know sushi, basically sushi comes in. Let's see. There's one, two, three, four ways that I'm counting, and so I'm going to say
Okay.
that there's a sashimi that Jeff talked about. All right.
Hmm.
Then there's what's called nigiri, which
Yes.
is sushi pieces. I'm trying to find a picture here. We will point out pictures in when we show our actual photographs. But it's a piece of sushi on top of a piece of rice, sometimes held together with a piece of nori, which is a seaweed. So that's the second way. The
Yeah.
third way is a roll, kind of like what you see here. This one's called a sunny roll, and then the roll is usually cut up into little pieces.
Yeah.
You might see big rolls, and they're called sushi burritos. Right.
Yeah.
And then there's what's called the hand rolls, and there's no pictures of these yet, but we do have them in the pictures that we'll share with you. And basically, this is more like street sushi where you could actually walk around with it. It's kind of like in a cone, basically. The hand
Yes.
rolls in a cone, and that's one of my more favorite ways to eat sushi. And so those are the four ways that sushi come in. Unless you can think of a fifth or sixth way, do they come any other ways, Jeff?
I don't think so, but I know there's a difference when on the rolls, the seaweed is on the outside.
Hmm.
That's one type of roll, and then there's ones where the seaweed is on the inside.
Oh, I didn't know
Uh,
there's different
yeah.
names.
So
Because
it is still a roll, but there's different names when you have the outside suits nori and the inside nori.
okay. So I do know that one of them is just called maki, which is a roll.
Yes. Okay.
Right. One of them's called maki, and then the hand roll is called tekamaki, and I think teka means hand. So
Okay.
those of you that speak Japanese, you guys might know better than I, but the tekamaki is the one in the cone, and we'll show. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, maybe that's. Oh, I thought that was a tekamaki there. It's not, but we'll show
No.
you the pictures. So why don't we just do that right away, shall we, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right, this is Kenny Santos just interrupting the podcast for a second. I just noticed something while I was editing this, is that I mispronounced what the hand roll is. The hand roll is te maki, because tekamaki, if I remember correctly, is tuna. Teka is tuna. And so I apologize for that. The hand roll is te maki, not tekamaki. And on with the podcast. Yeah.
That's right. So
So, oh,
the
go
good
ahead.
thing about when ordering, usually in a white buffet or Mandarin, that's when you go up to the hot table and you pick what you want and as much as you want, and then you bring it to your table and eat. And then when you want more, you do it again. Most times in all you can eat sushi places, they actually will either give you a piece of paper like you do a dim sum, or they'll give you a tablet or an iPad. And we had the same experience on August 8th. Another place in Scarborough called Tatami. And this is the same procedure they had at Sushi Legend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could order through the iPad, press send, and then
Hmm.
that's basically endless until you're
Yeah.
basically full or until lunchtime is over. And for them, that's maybe 3:30. And so you could just keep ordering. Um, if you want to try a place like Sushi Legend, but you're not in the Scarborough area, so there's August 8 in
It was
Brampton.
August 8th.
There's also, if you're downtown at Dundas Square, Spring Sushi. And actually, they
Yes.
have several locations. And
Hmm.
then there's probably half a dozen or so in like Richmond Hill and
There's a
Markham.
spring roll. I think they're still around.
Spring
Um,
roll. Oh yeah, they have the black pearl roll.
yes.
Really good. Part
Yeah.
of the all you can eat menu. Forgot about them. They
Yeah.
have a good menu as well. So great place for that. But here's their storefront. Very nice.
Hmm.
Wanted to show you that. But let's get right into the food, shall we? What is
Oh,
wrong?
yeah.
All of a sudden, I was trying to go through and trying to. How come I can't? Oh, there we go.
There it is. Yeah.
There we go. So this here are pieces of nigiri sushi. So you can see there's
Hmm.
sushi on top, and you can't really tell, but there's rice underneath for those of
Yeah.
you that can't tell. On the left side is mackerel.
Yep.
Mackerel is typically cooked and pickled. And is it cooked or is it just pickled, Jeff? Do you
It's
know?
cooked and pickled. Yeah.
Cooked and pickled. It's
Right.
one of the types of sushi that my father and I really like. Jeff
Hmm.
doesn't like it so much. It's a very fishy. So if
Yeah.
you're not into that, you don't want to
And
get
pickly
that.
too. So that's
Yes.
another thing
All right.
too.
And then these are the salmon roses, and I think
Hmm.
you know what this is, Jeff? Like maybe it's spicy salmon.
Or is it the uni? Could be
Could
uni,
be uni.
which I'm
Uni.
surprised at lunchtime because
Mhm.
uni is sea urchin, so it could be there. It could.
If you have a
Um,
chance to have uni, man, you got to take advantage of that because uni is one of the better quality sushis. Yeah, everywhere I would go, if I could have a piece of uni, I'd ask if there's uni in the house, and if it is, I'd usually order at least one or two pieces because that's
yeah.
super super yummy. And
So for me,
so,
the salmon roses, I'm I like cream cheese and bagels, but I'm not a big fan of cream cheese in my sushi rolls. I don't know why. It's just,
oh
you
yeah,
know,
I
to
get
me,
that.
it's a North American thing for sure. So I guess they just did it to appease the North American palate. But for me, I'm not a big fan of the cream cheese anywhere in my sushi rolls or anywhere near my sushi.
Oh, I'm okay with that. Like if there's like a Philly roll, which is basically the smoked
Yeah.
salmon and cream cheese, I'm okay with that. But everyone has different palates, which is why an all you can eat is a great place to go because there's different choices that you can get. And actually, why don't we pull up the menu really quick? Before we show these pictures because it's vast, right? Here's the all you can eat menu, and look what you can all get.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
all these. So there's sushi. There it is.
So
Sashimi
that's the
is
dinner.
dinner only, right?
So the sashimi and there's hand rolls there too. So
Yeah,
that's
hand
good.
rolls. I remember ordering these hand rolls, but you could even get these are just the rolls, but there's even like fried rice that you can get, all different types of
Hmm.
fried rice, deep fried stuff, even ramen or udon in a soup. And then where would the oh, here's tempura here. I'm looking for oh, there's the grill. It's our pictures
Yeah.
on top of it. So you can get like chicken teriyaki, beef teriyaki. They even had kalbi if you wanted to order that. And so
Yeah.
if you don't want sushi, you could still get full and eat very, very well at a
Oh
place
yeah.
like this.
For
Yeah,
sure. Just
absolutely.
uh just I remember something that Ken told me when he was doing rugby. His coach said, "Don't when they went to buffets, don't get rice or bread. Avoid the carbs. Just go for the meat and
Yeah,
veg." Right,
yeah.
Ken?
Don't eat the rolls. Don't eat the donuts. Go straight to the meat, which is
That's
kind of
it.
funny. I remember, yeah, on the bus, my rugby coach said, we were going to a buffet. He went on the speaker and says, "Okay, guys, we're gonna go in," and so he just was coaching us there, and so a lot of fun. That was pretty fun to talk about there. Absolutely, and so here's some more of the pictures. This
Hmm.
would qualify. Even though it doesn't look like it, I think that more qualifies as a roll
Yeah, that's a
on
roll for
this side
sure.
there.
Actually,
So go ahead.
I think all three of them are rolls, except for the one in the middle. Well, it could be a roll
No,
as
that's a
well. I'm
roll.
trying to remember.
Yeah, I remember that's the sexy summer roll. That has
Yes.
mango and crab in it, and it's very, very popular. Diana really liked it.
Yep.
First time we went, and we went the second time, we liked it. Everyone at our table really liked that roll because there's a sweetness to it. Even though it has that fake crab that a lot of people don't like, it still tasted good. I actually had shrimp too. So, did you like
Okay.
it, Jeff?
I'm not a big fan of the pollock or fake crab myself.
Yeah.
Surimi, yeah. It does. Sometimes has a weird taste to it. So
Mm. Okay, I like it. A funny story about the fake crab. I remember I was at a sushi restaurant and this girl came in and she ordered the crab roll. And I thought, I didn't realize she said roll. I thought she said roe, like fish eggs.
yeah, yeah,
And I thought, whoa, they got crab eggs here because those taste really, really good. And I was like waiting to see her order, and it was just a roll with fake crab in it. I was like, oh, that's all
roll.
it is. Roll, not roe. And so, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having the fake crab roll. It's basically a California roll.
Yeah.
And if you haven't had sushi, maybe try that California roll. It's a very beginner introductory thing to get. Or
Yes.
get that, or get the unagi, which is the eel.
Cooked eel.
Yeah,
Yeah, barbecue eel.
barbecued eel. That is
My
very, very.
favorites.
It's basically grilled fish, right, with
Yeah.
a nice sweet sauce on it, or a teriyaki type of sauce on it. Really, really good. More rolls. I think
Yeah.
because this is a vegetarian. This one's
Yeah.
just
That's all veg.
cucumber and avocado. Maybe mom wanted that because I don't know why
Okay.
we would order that. Like it's
Yeah.
just like
Either
what does.
Mama Diana had to be
There's
one of those
no
two.
business that should be on our plate, really.
No.
It just takes.
That's
See,
right.
that's one of those things that takes up room. We don't
No.
want that. So I don't know what this roll is, but sure, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Here's the
There we
nigiri
go.
that we're talking about. Salmon nigiri. I never told Jeff this, but one of my favorite things, second to eggs, is raw salmon on rice. And I don't care if
Okay.
that raw salmon is a tartare. I don't care if it's like a Hawaiian poke bowl, or I don't care if it's sushi, but I like that. And one of my favorite ways to eat raw salmon is it's called a don, which is basically
Oh, yeah.
Japanese for rice bowl. And if it's called ikura don. Ikura is actually salmon eggs. So the ikura don actually has salmon eggs and raw salmon in a bowl of rice. It is one of my favorite things to eat, and I rarely get to eat it because that's something that you would never be able to get at an all-you-can-eat sushi place.
No.
It's not that the salmon you wouldn't get. It's the salmon eggs that you're not going to get at a. You can get flying fish roe as an.
Oh yeah, that's
but
so
you can't
common.
get the salmon eggs. Yeah.
No, that's very rare.
Yeah, these look like what do you call the cream cheese rancoons? Or
Either the cream cheese dumplings, deep fried dumplings. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that was from Mason.
Yeah,
if I had to guess.
Yeah. If you want to try some raw fish and you haven't had it before and you just kind of want to see, try it out, I would suggest getting the salmon first, either the salmon or the tuna. What would you say, Jeff? Like they're going to get some
salmon for sure, because salmon has a nice, unique. Like both fish have a nice, unique taste to them. Of course, I think salmon is more pronounced. I think salmon is better on the palate than tuna.
I do
one thing I want to say is that some places will actually put a little dollop of wasabi in between the rice and the salmon. So you got to be careful of that. Just ask first, and then ask for none or very little if you're not a big wasabi fan.
Absolutely, that's a good point. Wasabi, for those of you that don't know, that is a Japanese horseradish. It's very, very spicy. It's more of like a nasal spice than it is like spicy on the tongue. Like it really clears your sinuses, and it's not something that Jeff usually has. I have it occasionally, but usually it just stays on the side of my plate.
Yeah.
And so
for me, it's the gari, or the pickled ginger, that I like to have. It's nice. It's a nice palate cleanser in between each of the courses.
Yeah. You see, some people, they have the pickled ginger. I don't know. Hopefully there's pictures of it later on that we could see. But that pickled ginger is used to cleanse the palate, as Jeff said. Some people actually put it in their rolls or in their sushi. It's not, or even they actually soak it in their soy sauce or something. It's not the way it's supposed to be.
No.
I mean, I guess it's your plate. You can do whatever you want. But it's supposed to be like in between each different type of sushi that you eat. You just kind of cleanse your palate with a little bit of it.
And actually, some people actually will put the wasabi and soy sauce together So
Oh
they
yeah.
spice it up and then add the gari to it as well. So it's like, wow, that's a
Yeah.
lot of, you actually want to taste the sushi. You don't want to taste the soy sauce.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I will say this is that one of the reasons why Sushi Legend has what I say is probably superior all you can eat sushi than any other place is the sushi rice. The rice that they serve just tastes better. It's
Mhm.
something about it that it's actually rice. It's like at an actual sushi, like if I went to a sushi bar, like that's how good that rice is. It's really good. It's not
It is
like
good
if I
rice.
went to Tatami, Spring Sushi, or even August 8, which I really like, the rice just isn't as good as it is at Sushi Legend. So just
Hmm.
something to think about if you plan on going to this place.
Yeah.
So if you're not a fan of sushi, here's one of
Yeah.
the things that you can get. This is like I think it was called the rock shrimp. This is
Rock shrimp.
something
Yeah.
that everyone in our family loved. We ordered
Oh,
this
yeah.
many, many times. Had that QP mayo. Is that what that is,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff?
That's keeping mayonnaise. Yeah. On top. Looks like that.
Deep fried. I don't think this was a tempura deep fry, just because I didn't. It just wasn't as light,
Yeah.
but it was
It
still
wasn't as
good.
light as the tempura that's in the back there.
Yeah, it's the shrimp in the
So,
back there. But we all ordered that. Well, actually, we didn't all order it, but we all ate that and we ordered lots of it because we wanted more and more of it. Front and center there, that's just beef teriyaki.
hmm.
Mason, who not a big sushi fan, had a lot of that. As a matter
Yeah.
of fact, afterwards he said, every time it came, I only got a little piece because everyone else wanted some. And if I had known that, I would just give him, I would have ordered
Yeah.
a couple for him. Like I didn't
That's it.
realize. Yeah.
I know.
I could have, I wish he had spoken up because
I
he's
know.
like, oh, I wish I had more. I'm like, oh, it's all you could eat. We could
You
have
should have
ordered
said
a ton of
something.
that. He's such a, he's so, just so well mannered that he didn't even say that.
It's his
Oftentimes,
Canadian side. That's what he's doing.
yeah, absolutely. And then there's edamame. Probably
Hmm.
seen it before. Basically, those are soybeans. Those are just boiled, usually in salt.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm. A bit of salt there, and then you just pop the end in your mouth and just slowly, put. There's usually at least three of the actual peas inside, and just squeeze them out, and then you put the shell in another bowl and have as many as you want.
Yeah, that's another one of those things. That if you're like a sushi virgin, it's your first time going out to eat sushi, get some of that, right? It's
Yeah,
actually really part of that sushi experience to have some edamame with that.
yeah.
That get that some tempura shrimp and some barbecued eel, maybe a California roll. I mean, those are all introductory things that you should get
Oh
with
yeah.
sushi that are really really good there. Moving right along,
Mm.
this
Oh,
place isn't that authentic because it has kalbi over here.
that's
Nothing
it.
wrong with that because we love
No,
that. Yeah, love
that's it.
kalbi. And this looks like some sort of fried rice. Maybe,
I think that
yeah.
the one in front of us is the either. Oh, I think that's the unagi fried rice,
Unagi. Reminder
and
to everyone, that's the barbecued eel.
yeah,
Mhm.
the one on the top left, I think that's chicken, and the one on the top right is I think it's vegetable. If I had to guess.
Yeah, along with a miso soup. Another miso soup. That is another kind of like just a clear broth.
Yeah.
If you ever have a chance, like if it's at an all you can eat sushi place and you get what's called a bento box, it's going to have already the edamame. It's going to have some miso soup, maybe
Mhm.
some
A
teriyaki
salad.
beef and a salad and maybe a
Yeah.
California roll, and then you're good to go. You get all those kind of beginner sushi elements, which is a great meal to have. It's pretty cool to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, great place. I like this place. I wish I can go there more often because I do. I like the food there. I like the offerings there. I like the sexy summer roll. I do love that shrimp, that rock shrimp that they offer, deep fried, super tasty. Here's some more nigiri.
Yeah.
Obviously, we love
Yeah.
the
The
mackerel. Me
mackerel.
and my father. And then the shrimp is cooked, right, Jeff?
Yes. Yeah. That's cooked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cooked shrimp.
Cooked. And just think of the work that in the shrimp, because they actually boil the shrimp, they peel it, and then they have to slice it in half to make it look like a shrimp again, because it's over the rice. So they
Yeah.
get that illusion.
Yeah, and they peel it in such a way that the tail's still on. So it just
Hmm.
takes some extra work to do that. Underneath there is what's called tamago, which is
Yeah.
basically like a scrambled egg with a little
Yeah.
bit of, it's sweet with a little bit of
It's just a
sugar.
bit sweet. Yeah. And,
You
and
know,
traditionally, when you want to be a sushi chef, your first dish they have to make, other than making the rice for so many months or years, is the tamago or the egg, because you have to
oh
get it
yeah.
just right to look like that.
Oh
And then
yeah.
from there, you expand onto the other dishes.
Yeah, speaking of basically, Jeff said when you're a sushi chef or sous chef or whatever, when you're just training, you are just cooking the rice for months. And that is correct. I remember there's a place called Tsunami Sushi in Salt Lake City. I used to talk to the owner all the time because I would eat at the sushi bar. He's since sold the business, and the sushi just doesn't taste as good since he sold it.
Oh,
But I remember he explained that when he went to Japan and trained, for the first 8 months, all he did was wash the rice. And he's a really, really good chef. Like when I ate his food, it was so, so good. So he would just not cook the rice, Jeff. He would just keep washing the rice
yeah.
all day long.
Wow.
So they take that rice very, very
They
seriously.
do. They do.
And another thing is that he would say that for a sushi critic or a restaurant critic, they would order the tamago, which is the scrambled egg nigiri,
Yep.
and they would base much of their review on how good or bad the tamago is. Very simple thing, because they said if you screw that up, then why would we eat anything else on the menu?
Yeah, exactly
So,
right.
and I never order. I don't even know why it's there. Like I don't know. Like, we love eggs, and
I know. That's
we
the
don't order
thing.
that. Like, so, but something to think about is that again, one of those things, especially if it's all you could eat, you just throw that on and just see if you
Hmm.
like the tamago. But basically, scrambled egg, it's never runny.
No.
It's not it's
Yeah.
not like burnt, like browned,
No,
like an
no.
omelet would be. It's just there's a certain way it's cooked. It's very fluffy though.
Very
So
fluffy and very compact. It's a weird combination for egg to be, but they accomplish it and make this tamago sushi out of it.
absolutely, yeah. And so I know that we are coming right to the end. Here's some oh, what's that? The udon
Udon.
noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, udon in a soup. If
Udon
you want
noodles. Looks
something,
like the seafood one, if I had to guess.
yeah, it looks like it because I think that's a piece of octopus there.
Yeah.
What's nice about this is that if you wanted to have, like, because that bowl's pretty small bowl, right? And so it's not like if you ordered some ramen, like you saw our ramen edition. When did we do the
Oh,
ramen? That was, oh, here,
yeah.
season 2, episode 29. You saw how big those ramen bowls were.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
going to be like that at a place like Sushi Legend. You get a small bowl, just taste, and if you like more, you could always order another one. Because if you got a big bowl like that, and all you can eat, like your stomach's going to be too full to eat anything
Oh, yeah.
else. Yeah.
Exactly.
Again, ordered more tempura shrimp because we love that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it was super yummy. That's for
Nope.
later on. But but yeah, and so some of the things that I do want to say is that when you're ordering an all-you-can-eat sushi place, do not make that mistake of ordering too much food.
Yes.
Yeah. Even as we left, there was a big table of 12. I didn't see it, but I think you guys saw it because I went to go get the car. You
Yeah.
guys saw it. There's a big table of 12. They had ordered all this extra food, and there were plates of food that went
Yes.
uneaten.
That's right. And what we
Yeah.
found weird was they were Filipino, and
Hmm.
usually Filipinos take stuff home. But for
Yeah.
some reason, these Filipinos, they left food on the table. Like I'm sure our mom, had had something in her purse when we left that day,
Yeah.
something. But for some reason, I don't know, because they were in a group, for them, it was like, oh, don't take food home when you're with this person because they'll look down on you. So they left everything there. It's better. But yeah, and what's cool with the tablets, the iPads, is you can actually see what you ordered, and depending on where you are, they actually will check it off, and you'll see, oh, I had this, and it's amazing to see how much we actually ordered. Now there were 6 of us, so
Yeah.
but it was still like, oh wow, we had like 8 orders of tempura shrimp, we had like 5 orders of the beef teriyaki, and 5 orders of kalbi. We're like, geez,
Yeah, it adds up pretty quickly. Some all you can eat places, if there's food left on the plate, they will charge you for that. And I think
yes,
they
they
should
will.
charge you for that. It's a
Hmm.
really good idea. They should, because
Oh yeah.
there's no reason to waste that food. And so a
No.
place like Sushi Legend, they don't have a policy like that. But I'd be happy if they did implement that because we do not leave food on the table. If we
No.
order it, we eat it. And if we're too full, then we simply don't order it.
That's
That's
right.
just the bottom line when it comes down to it. And so I'm looking over. Oh, how come I didn't see the hand rolls? I could have sworn there were hand
Yeah, it was
rolls.
in the top, right, top, second right, second column from the right.
Oh, you saw it?
What? The pictures or the
Yeah, in our
actual?
pictures. In our
Did we
pictures.
order them though?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Because Mom
Okay.
said we never get to eat them, and so I was like
Okay. Oh,
wondering
interesting.
about them. So you know what? I'm going to pull up the Facebook post. It's right here. Here's a hand roll. It's what it
Oh
looks
yeah,
like.
there it is.
Yeah, and so this one's
There it is.
salmon. This one's a California because I can see the fake
And
crab, and this one's the unagi.
unagi.
Mom said that next time she wants to have the salmon or the wants a hand roll. She thinks that's pretty cool here, and
Awesome.
so I'm looking for these are all food. These are all pictures that we have seen before. Maybe in the
Yeah.
future, all we're gonna
Oh,
do
there's the family.
is that
Oh
yeah,
my
it was
God.
my
Oh,
birthday,
that's it.
so
Look at
that's
that. There we go.
yeah. Instead of maybe maybe next time we'll just show the Facebook post instead of like showing the pictures through the thing because
Makes
that's
sense.
how we had it before. So this is one of those places, man. I gotta give it like what would you rate this place, Jeff?
I give it 8. You
Yeah.
know, like it is all you can sushi, and like we said before, the quality wouldn't be as up to snuff as an actual sushi restaurant. But for all you can eat, like people say that it's one of the better ones, and we think it is.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and the price isn't bad either. You know, it's like
No.
25 bucks for lunch, not bad at all. 22 or 23 or 22.95 if you're a senior, really good. What would bring this, you know, it is an 8, and it's a really strong 8, maybe even an 8.5. What would bring it over the top a little bit more? It would make it less authentic, as if they had some dim sum. But it is kind of a tall order to ask for dim sum and sushi. I mean, there are
Yeah,
places that offer it, like August 8 does.
they do.
Um, but even though August 8 offers both, I still kind of like this place better, even though I
Oh yeah.
really like August 8. I mean,
Oh yeah. No, no.
it just
Exactly
edges
right.
it out. Yeah. So
Yeah, because
do love
if
it.
you just want sushi, then yeah, this is the place to go.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know.
yeah. Yeah. But there's still other stuff like the kalbi, which you can get. And I think the thing that I like about the August 8 is those sushi tacos. Those were so
Oh
good
right.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
super
really good.
yummy. Super
Very good.
yummy. Absolutely. And so what we want to talk about next is this is that today, as of this recording, it's December 2nd, and we actually got from Diana, Jeff's
Mhm.
wife, um, an awesome. Oh, I guess we're talking. I forgot about. I guess we'll bring this up now. Eh?
Let's bring it up now. Yeah, since
Yeah,
they've seen it two times already, so
yeah. All
let's
right.
bring it up
So,
now. Might as
okay.
well.
So, what was it? Just this past weekend, we got there was an article that I saw actually on Blog.to. Dill pickle nuggets are now
Hmm.
available at Burger King, and people have thoughts.
Yes.
And I
Have
remember
thoughts.
that's funny. I have thoughts. I remember I actually um, asked Jeff. I was like, Jeff, maybe we should try this. You know, we did this and make a video out of it, and we did do a video
Yeah.
for that. So you check our see, this is just an image, but you check our either our
Facebook.
Facebook channel or you could check our YouTube channel, and you could see us sampling these dill pickle
Yeah.
nuggets. And some people really liked it.
Hmm.
You know, people in the U.S. are like wondering when they're going to get it, and some people, I remember it said, what was it?
Yeah, I
Tried
know.
them as a joke and woke up throwing up. Lesson learned. So
It wasn't that bad for us. It wasn't that bad.
wasn't that bad. You're going to
So
have to, if you want to see our reaction, see us eating it, you're going to have to check out the video.
yes, you will.
Absolutely, Jeff. And so now we're going to talk about a gift, right, Jeff?
Yes. Yes, we
Yeah.
are. So like Ken was starting off, my wife Diana, she surprised us with an early Christmas gift because,
Mhm.
as you know, it's come to Christmas, and usually, if you're Catholic, you usually get them beforehand. But now everybody gets them called an Advent calendar, and
Yes.
basically, traditionally, the ones that kids get are either like the cartoon characters or Pokemon or
And they're
something
typically
that they
chocolate.
know with
Chocolate.
chocolate behind each little windows. So
Yeah.
of course, sometimes grown-ups will get, well, where's our calendar? We like chocolate, but anything else. So we've seen cheese ones. Babel has a cheese one. Ken was mentioning that there was a beer one, which didn't go very well. I've seen the little chocolate liquor bottles, which if you
Yep.
like liquor and chocolate, that's perfect. But Diana knows myself and Ken very well. And she got from Snaffling Pig
Mhm.
Company. This is all the way from the UK or from
Yeah.
Britain. So she got this imported for us. These are pork crackling advent calendars. You heard me right. Pork crackling
Yeah, I'm
advent
going to take out
calendars.
my background just because it gets fuzzy here.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Park Crackling Advent Calendar. Jeff's showing you the front. I'm showing you the back. and so you could see what it looks like there. There's even like a what do you call it, a word search there.
Word search there.
Absolutely. And so we already had number 1 yesterday, right?
Yeah. And had a little saying in there. What is it? Keep
eat, sleep, and pork, wasn't it?
Yeah, eat, sleep, and pork. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, Christmas to-do list. And so number 2 is on this side, isn't it? Yeah, number 2 is over here. So we're going to be opening up number 2 now. And so it is Happy Holidays.
Holidays, actually.
Oh yeah. Happy Holidays. And so yesterday, the flavor, because there's different flavors, was salt and pepper. And today's flavor, what does it say?
What did you get? Oh,
mine says pigs in blankets. Is that what you said?
Yeah, mine too. I guess
ours is identical.
It comes in a nice little package. I was curious to know how it came packaged because we didn't open it until yesterday, the 1st. And I was thinking, is it in a plastic container or like a see-through? But it comes in a nice, like if you buy chips, that same sort of metal, paper metal wrapping. So
foil.
Fresh. Foil. Yes, I can't think foil.
That's
anyway,
okay.
Comes in a foil, and it even has an expiry date, March 2022.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So we're gonna try it out here. Pigs in blankets.
Yeah. Oh, and sorry, people, but they're not kosher either. Go figure. Anyway,
that'll do it, eh?
All right. So Ken, once you have yours, I'm gonna save mine for Diana.
Okay.
Because she has her Lent calendar. So let's try yours. And why is it called Pigs in a Blanket?
I don't know, because it's not. Oh no. Okay. Difficult to see. Oh my goodness! Wow. I don't know if you can see this, but can you see that?
Oh.
So it's actually like a coating, but the outside is pigskin. So it's pigskin with maybe there's something like, I don't know what. I'll tell you what that is. Could be like a piece of like almost like jerky, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't see it very well, but I know my piece yesterday. It was you could actually see the crackling and some meat as well. But it was good. Salt and pepper was really good. And the way Ken just said, wow, I know. I can't wait till later on to have tasty. This when Diana has her Lent.
Pretty tasty. I'm not going to eat more just now, not because I don't like it. It's that I don't want to keep crunching into the microphone.
So this is SantosBrosEat, and I'm
So I'm going to read. So there's different flavors, like we said. There's a salt and pepper.
Yep.
And then there's a perfectly salted.
Mm-hmm.
Where else is there? Oh, here we go. Low and slow barbecue.
Yep.
Marvelous maple. Pigs and blankets.
One I can't wait for. Yeah.
Yeah. Pigs and blankets was I just had, and the black pepper and sea salt. We've had that too. And there's salt and vinegar as well.
Salt and vinegar.
So those to look forward to. Again, the Snaffling Pig Company. If you want to order one of these, I'll put the link in the description of the video as well, or in the show notes, because those are fun. I'm glad that you mentioned that, Jeff, because I wasn't necessarily going to bring it up, but you said, hey, should we bring it up during the podcast?
Yeah, why not? It's December, it's almost after Christmas, so why not? There we go.
Yeah, and so awesome. And so this week we talked about, I guess, what's going on to be my favorite all-you-can-eat sushi place right now. Also, those BK Burger King Dill Pickle chicken nuggets.
Yes, we had thoughts, as they say in Blogtio.
Yeah, we did have thoughts on those. And then, our very unique chicken crackling or pork skin advent calendar.
Yeah, thanks to Diana.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you are getting value, from our podcast, whether you're just kind of getting entertained with the way we talk about food, or if you love our recommendations or whatnot, we invite you to either like, subscribe, share, comment. It is a super easy way and a simple way for you to support our podcast and to do so for free. Isn't that right, Jeff?
That is right. And also, if you have any recommendations for us to try something to eat, or if you have any sort of mail-in food stuff for us to try, please let us know as well. And then remember this quote from Julia Child: people who love to eat are always the best people.
You certainly are. And that includes my brother, Chef Jeff Santos. I'm his brother, Kenny Santos, and you as well, if you love to eat food worth mentioning. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.
All right. Take care.
Goodbye.
You've been listening to Santos Brothers Eat.
Food worth mentioning.